Greetings, you beautiful bastards, and welcome back. We are going to be doing a little replay here for you. Little VOD review, and we are going to be rocking the old Malphite top into kind of weirdly an Udyr top. He took lethal tempo, as you should. It's just a really good, get used to it. Like once a new season hits, just get used to lethal tempo. Now, if you are watching this channel, odds are really good you are like me. By which I mean, you're probably 30 plus and you ain't got no fucking hands. You're basically just knuckle mash to the keyboard and try to do combos. Maybe not the best thing. So if you're going to be playing top lane, you should be running something like I've been doing. You pick something simple. You know, I don't have reflexes anymore. If I drop something, it hits the ground. There is no hacking it back into my hands. Those times are gone. We're old now, so we're gonna play old school champs. We are doing the Garens. We are doing the Malphites. We are Darius. Anything where I don't need to have like great coordination on shit. Now, I also like Malphite for one other reason. Let's say shit goes badly in the top lane, and you're playing Fiora. Well, guess what? Now you're fucking useless for the entire game. You're just never getting anywhere. If you at least play Malphite or something like that, and things go bad, and you end up 0-10, you can still press R at a really good time and do shit. I was hoping to get a flash. There was no flash. I tried. We had no CC follow-up for it. So I'm going into this Udyr, and Udyr's an interesting matchup because, you know, he's got the shields, he's got good clear with and really good push. Yeah, he's going to be burning through mana, like myself. I mean, you saw how much I lost. You start with 305 mana, and you launch like a single fucking shard at somebody, and there goes 70. Like, you've lost a quarter of your goddamn mana. So I know that often you take Corrupting Potion because you get that mana back and you get the little burn, but I find that I don't really care so much about the burn, and that's kind of like a fun part to it. I want to do the last hits and try and get some mana back with the Doran's Ring. You know, you kind of keep coming back, that's fine. Like, basically, I'm just going off the ring to try and get me some mana. So, he's got the early 2 on me. He could have gone in, but because he started flame, decided not to. So at this point, what I'm doing is I'm trying to hit him with Qs when his shield is on cooldown, just so I can get that extra damage in on him. And then with the move speed boost, because you steal some of the move with Malphite Q, you can then run the fuck away. So, quick hit, let him tank up a lot of damage off my minions. As somehow I misclicked, hit a minion with my Q. That sucked. If I would have hit him, that would have been really good damage. He would have been down to about a quarter. We could have kind of fought this back pretty good. I'm also only trying to go in when my shield comes up for that 10% health boost. That's going to help you with a lot of traits. Alright? So I still... my mana's kind of holding kind of okay. I was able to take a couple of free hits, but because I had my shield up, I was able to do pretty good. Now, he's going really aggressive, but he's tanking all of my minions off this. So I'm able to get an easy first blood. Run back. Minions do their little thing. Aw, sad face. I don't do enough damage to kill it, apparently. And then I can kind of move myself back into the lane. Try and get at least a little bit of a hit, but I don't really want to stand here for too long. I don't want to stay in this lane. It's in a neutral position. I don't want to push it, which is a good thing I didn't, because there was a Kayn in the area, and I knew he was going to be top at about this time, and not worth my time to try and get back in there, because if the Udyr would have teleported in onto a minion with the Kayn up there, or if the Kayn would have dropped a ward, thankfully the Kayn got stupid, got killed by the Twitch in the river. He should have just let me be and go, but he got a little greedy, stayed around, wanted that crap. Bad call. But if I would have stayed up there, a speeded Udyr running in, bear slap me, now I'm stunned, I'm dead. right? I put the wave into mostly a neutral position. The problem is, it is pushing now. This is kind of bad. It built up a little bit more than I would have liked. This is potentially a problem. Quick ward down. So I decided to actually start not with the double ruby crystals, because Udyr does so much of that mixed damage coming out. I started with a null magic and with the cloth armor. No help. I just wanted to get more defensive stats up so I could trade a little better with my advantage. He wasn't able to get that either. He was just able to go with boots. I was concerned he was going to buy a longsword or something. But with him going with the boot start, yeah, he's fast, but that's actually not the best buy against me, because I hit you with the Q, and now that's my move speed. Somehow I misclicked and hit another minion. Look at me go. I've done that twice now, and it's bothering me, but that's fine. Now, in retrospect, what I should have done is not got the null magic mantle, and I should have got a cheer. I should have done cheer. Now, the good thing is, with that double buy, he was able to hit me with the flame for the magic, plus he was able to hit me with the claws for the physical. I won that trade very hard. He's got a third of his health left, and I'm sitting at over 3/4. Doing pretty decent. I just walked up to clear those tasty, almost dead minions. Was able to actually get him with the prop. Now, weirdly enough, with Malphite, the only way you can have any kind of lane presence is the early poking. You do a Q-max, and you take Arcane Comet. That's kind of really your only chance into these sort of matchups to sort of stay somewhat relevant. And you continue with the Q-max. Now, he's 6 to my 5, but he goes in for that. I'm able to hit him with the Q, and I can just run myself on back. He can't follow me. So, what I'm waiting for is my 6. I'm very, very close, and I think he can tell. So that's why he's sort of moving back like this. Because once I go 6, there's this definite potential of a very scary all-in, which is why the Cane is pathing up here to try and alleviate some of this pressure. So I can see that the Cane is on my pink ward. He is clearing it. And he went in angry and aggressive, and before he should have. So I can just smash him, walk him back. Cane missed his W, so he had to leave. He's got nothing left. He's got no ult. He doesn't have Smite upgraded. Basically, Udyr got greedy and just gave me a free kill. Don't do that. That's not good. So the volatile thing about this matchup too is that as Udyr goes up in levels, and starts getting items on him, levels, you lose the ability as a Malphite to actually be able to scrap against him. You go full tank, yeah, you're super tanky, but you don't really have any damage behind it, so over time, you can't fight him. He'll be able to scrap you out. So next is, I went with the Bombies. I am going with the Frostfire Gauntlet. That is just the best start item you can do if you're going tank top Malphite. Bombies is super nice. At this point, I have just a little bit to upgrade before I get my Frostfire. I have not done boots, because I don't really want to be chasing him down with the boots, because I'm going to use the fact he's got Merc Treads to give me the speed boots boost off of the Q. But Bombies very nicely gives you that health, and it gives you the ability to push waves with that magic damage. So, unfortunately dies, didn't get any free gold. But I should not have put it down when I did, because I have a wave here, and he's able to just walk right onto my ward and clear it. So that was 75 gold well spent. Fuck. Just gave him 30 for free. No bueno, no bueno. Now, his jungler's been up here. My jungler hasn't been up here. But right now, we've got this going on. I am actually waiting the countdown of my ult plus my shield. Now I've got both. Now I can actually do shit. Went with the quick flash combo with the ult. Was able to blow him up. Yes, our Twitch died. Unfortunate. Died to the Jhin. because he was stuck on that exploding E or whatever that happened. But I'm now up to 3 kills. Got my zombies. Udyr just gave up in the lane and is going to try and help out. They want to fight around Dragon. That's fine. I've got teleport. He's got teleport. I don't know why he decided to give me complete lane prio when we both had TP up. And with their jungler dead, and our jungler dead, nobody was going to go for it. There was no real need to go down there, and now I just get free plays. And I am very, very good with this. I'm not overly worried about him. I just wanted to stick around for that extra plate. Hit it with the Q. I took 0 damage because I had my shield up. I took more from tanking that tower shot for no apparent reason. And I'm staying around too because I've got double buffs. Like, I'm healing over time. I'm doing burn damage. My mana's not going down because of the sustain from it. He's at basically half health off this quick trade. I am in perfect condition. I'm not farming great. That time, I timed it a little bit wrong because I hit him with the shield. Or he had good timing with it. Either way. His shield is coming up very, very fast. He's maxing his shield at this point just to alleviate the endless pressure. And the fact that I am forcing him to put everything into turtle stance as opposed to tiger or phoenix for push or for bear for the rundown is super helpful for me. I'm trying to zone him as best as I can, but my buffs are gone now, but that's fine. I wanted to do a little bit more damage, but the fact that he is ramping the turtle is making the trades a little bit harder with my Qs. But I was able to get a lot of free trades in just because of the buff. That time, he did not press the right thing. Right here, I could very, very easily ult and combo kill him. But my concern was that I'd go under, and it would not immediately kill him. I'd probably have to E and then W auto, and in that period of time, he'd be able to stun me, and then potentially be able to run away. And I would be down my ult with no kill off of it, and have to lose lane because I'd be getting punched out pretty severely. We don't want that. We just want to farm. We want a last hit. We want to keep relevant. The other good thing about the fact that I decided to take Malphite here is if you look at their team comp right here, if I press Alt, but I'm not that concerned. I want him just to back. He doesn't have teleport. I do. At this point, I could go into mid, but my mid's winning really, really heavily. And here I just said, I'm done with you. I could have done that a lot earlier. I should have done that a lot earlier. I could have stayed for more plates as well, with the Kane dead. But I am sitting on 2200. Now I've got my Frostfire. Now I've got my Plated Steelcaps. It was a good time to back. I didn't want to greed too heavily, even though I could have.
Shut down.
Now, because I don't have my ult up, there is not a huge amount of purpose in... I had thought about going TPing bot to help out. But a Malphite without his ult TPing in is not exactly super helpful. It's not great. Now, what's surprising to me is that I have a Yasuo ADC on my team, and he's actually not 0 and 10 right now, which is very impressive. I've had a bunch. I don't know if you guys have, but it's depressing as shit. All right, it's not fun. So I really should have got.
Turret plating will soon fall.
At some point, I almost should have stayed because I should have stayed for a tier. Right, tier turning into that Fimblewinter, if you go like Breath of Winter or whatever, is super, super good value. But my plan was to get the boots done, and then to go right into a Thornmail. And the reason for the Thornmail is the fact that they are 480 champs. ADC, an Udyr, the Kane, and then a Jhin. And if I stack that level of armor up, literally, I cannot be hurt. I can't be damaged. I could just stand in the front. With my ult to go in with the Yasuo is just going to be beyond devastating. So that time he was late on the shield, which makes me quite happy. I don't know why he didn't pop the shield during my animation, but whatever. Because he was really good with it before. I guess he just missed on that one. He doesn't even want to come out anymore. Because I am 11 now, which means I do got my extra ulti. That time was good. He got me on cast. I still haven't had a jungler show up, and they had a jungler show up, but their jungler didn't do anything. He's just standing here. I think he realizes I could probably just ult him into oblivion. He just wanted to wait, clear something, but now he's at half health again. And if he doesn't do anything, he's going to be in for a bad time. At this point, he's in kill range. And he's got to know that. So I don't know why he is... Look how fast I get. It's so fun. I could just ult and kill him at any given time, but I'm not, because I actually legit feel a little bit bad for this dude. He is having a terrible, terrible time. Normally that wouldn't do anything, but this jungle gap is so massive that I actually am not... We're 14-3. I'm not going to press it and just, like, keep obliterating him every time he comes out. I could. I probably should. But I just don't want to. I feel bad. Oh, hit the wrong thing. Wondered why he was so fast. Moving away. He's going to keep running after me. He flashed in for it to get on there, too. But I am very tanky. I am slowing his speed. And I'm just pulling him back because here's the Twitch, now the ult, and he's dead. Full combo. Twitch didn't have to really do that much damage, but I wanted to share the love, getting a little assist for him. You can tell at this point that the Udyr's mental has broke. His mental is completely broken. He is like clocking out. At this point, I don't need to do much to him because he's already done it to himself. Right? Now I can just punch this turret down. 450, first tower, good gold. Unfortunately, with my ult down, I can't TP into this with any value. If my ult was up, TPing into there would have easily netted a triple off the ass. So, whatever. It's unfortunate. Now I finally got my tier and started in off the Thornmail, right? You know, Bramble, Giant's Vest. Because tier does turn into a useful item down the road. Breath of Winter into Fimblewinter, some shit. I don't know. I can never remember it, like which one came first. Manamura or Manamura? I don't know. Nobody cares. It just transforms, right? So, at this point, with this amount of armor on me, I've got 201 armor. Nobody's been able to build any form of pen. Like, it didn't pop my shield. Like, it took like a couple % off my shield. I came down here to help. They're already dead. So I'm just like, participation award here. Now that was a poor decision. Because now I can just run up, I take his flash, I ult on him. You can see what my combo does. He warps into me, that's fine. I'm going to run him back to this bush. Because I'm just going to follow him up with a Q. And just punch him. And he's dead. And we're fine. Unfortunately, my ult's down again, and by God, would it have been really fucking nice right about here. Oh my God, it would have been so sweet. Udyr is worth 0 gold, so I'm not going after him. However, the Kog'Maw is still for 300. For him, I want a piece up. Now, I'm just going to flash that just to get on him, because now that I am on it, I can stay on him permanently. With my Qs and everything, like, he cannot get away any longer. With the cooldown rate, that's why you max it. It's on the 6 second, and the movement speed steal stays for 3 seconds. So, with him having no flash up, there was just no way he could get away from me. I've got the full boots. He had the full boots, so he's going to be as fast as me, and I'm going to keep stealing his speed and slowing him down. He's not going anywhere. I don't have my ult up, or believe me, right now I would be using it and just kill this pain out of nowhere and laugh and run away. But we're gonna finish off the Thornmail instead. We now have 246 armor. That you can notice that I am actually doing an E max instead of the W max. Now the W max probably would be in almost all scenarios the better case. But I took the Emax because of that attack speed reduction. Oh, that felt dirty. I shouldn't have done that to him. Like, my health is still full. I should have done the Emax. They FF'd. They kind of gave up. And I think part of that was the fact that they literally shot me and did just nothing. Like, see what I was able to tank here. I'm kind of curious. I should have started the tier a lot earlier, to be honest. So he's still up. Boom, hit, smash, bang. Okay, I got hit with the shield, and then Jin autoed me and did successfully 70 damage. No, you give up at that point. Well, like your serrated dirt gale force did 70 damage, and he took damage back from it from the Thornmail. That was not worth it. So that is a game basically that was just a top jungle gap. Even though the enemy top laner got the first gank, it didn't matter. Malphite and I was actually first pick in this game, and I just went, screw it, Malphite, play whoever. I was fully anticipating with the fact that I picked a Malphite first. They were gonna like play around it, you know. You go with some high damage dealing AP. You grab AP top laner, you know, you throw a cannon or some shit at me and just obliterate me, right? Something that does not take mana, has the stuns, decent sustain off the start, range poke me out, doesn't have to keep backing for mana all the time. But then they picked two ADCs, an assassin and an Udyr, into somebody that's just going to stalk nothing but armor. So that's a mistake. The Fimblewinter, whatever it is, does just health and mana, but it does give you some other fun little bonuses. I was able to get a little bit of burn damage off, but for the most part, the fights were very, very slow. Didn't really reduce much for damage. I just bought it and got shot one time. Like, they just didn't want to go near me. And then the Plated Steelcaps, of course, to reduce the damage from attacks by 12%. I mean, you add all of that together, the only one that could have a chance of hurting me is the Lux. And they only have the root and then the one stun. They have almost no hard CC. I mean, maybe you get a root, maybe you get a slow, and then maybe you get another slow. Like, there's nothing really here to threaten, which means that Twitch is free to get as strong as he wants. The Yas can just do Yas things, and it doesn't matter, because my entire job, even if I was 0-8-0 right now, would just be get near a fight, press hard, win fight. So, there you have it. If you're ever not sure what to play, or you realize, hey, I don't have amazing mechanics, clearly I don't either, pick Malphite, pick Doran, pick Darius, pick something simple. And even if, you know, you are having a bad game, yes, as long as somebody else in your team is useful, you're picking a team fighter, right? You're not split pushing with Malphite. You are getting in, finding a juicy collection of people, you're waiting for that, you're pressing alt, and you were just smashing face. Which is also why I took the E max instead of the usual W match, which is the push version. just because of that attack speed reduction to desperately needs attack speed, desperately needs attack speed. Attack speed is pretty useful, doesn't really affect him too much, but just to be able to slow this cog down is by 50% attack speed reduction is huge. So there you go. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this. Leave some comments or something if you want me to do any kind of videos on like how you should play. What's the point of each different lane? You know, if you want to know anything about that, let me know. If you want me to spend more time on builds or potential builds, or you know, where should I go with this build? Where did I go wrong with this build? Right? Like, you don't want to take the same build every single time. You want to take a build against the team comp that you're playing into and how you're doing in the lane. Yeah, other than that. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this. If not, fuck off. Peace.